Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How's it going? I hope you had a great day. And this is my TED Talk. So, I was born and raised in a province in the central Vietnam. And when talking about central Vietnam, my hometown, we have a very popular phrase, which is Miền Trung Bão Lũ, which is translated as the central Vietnam, love and storms. Growing up in the central Vietnam, I have seen and experienced many storm seasons, widespread flooding, landslides, prolonged heavy rains. It seems like they are becoming a part of my life. People in the center of Vietnam have lived through so many storm seasons, but the last one in 2020 was the worst in our lifetimes. In 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 days, the central Vietnam was hit by 13 consecutive tropical storms and affecting millions of people. And this is the brief day of my grandma. And my uncle had to help my grandma to evacuate to a sulfur lakes. And looking, this is a really breaking my heart. And if you come to the central Vietnam, you will know it so well. So there has been a lot of debates and concerns over to what extent climate change, which is induced by human, has a hand in causing this disaster affecting millions of people every single year. We have yet to have to find a conclusion, but while it may be possible that the climate change can be attributable to a small part of this disaster, the little small part can become a really big part. It imposing our community beyond our capacity to deal with all the damage like this. I am a coffee lover. I love drinking coffee. I love drinking tea, and I often post videos of me drinking a lot of kinds of coffee and tea on my social media. And one day, someone posted some text me through Instagram, and they told me like, why are you drinking so much coffee, V? Why are you using so much plastic? I so disappointed that I gonna unfollow you, and I was like, hey, is it not so deep? It is not so serious. Are you nitpicking me? I think I'm a good consumer, like I contribute to the economy a lot, but I took me a while to realize that I was the one who was inconsiderate. I was the ones like the knowledge of this, and I was wrong. Yes, I'm really wrong. But until last year, um, I know that apparently I have a hand in causing this damage to the environment. It's really hard to face the truth, but what's harder is to change. It's really hard for me because I know so well that I'm not good at giving up my habits, my convenience for the sustainability, and I felt in this day the environment has been never more talked about. We are constantly listening to protecting the environment, going free, not to do this, not to do that, and I failed many times. Until last year, the unforgettable year 2020 of Central Vietnam, I was in Hanoi, constantly reading news, watching news about my hometown, worrying, and I talked to my grandma on the phone, and she told me something like, um, in Vietnamese, bà 90 tuổi rồi, chưa bao giờ bà thấy ông trời khóc nhiều đến như thế. Which is translated, I have been living and I'm living in this life for 90 years, but I have never ever seen the earth crying so much, really so much. And it's just, I burst into tears because I know that she was alone, and that was the moment I realized why this region, why I find it so hard to change. It is so hard for me to change for the environment. Is it because I have never seen the earth as the way my grandmother see it? So, I have always seen the earth as a thing, as a non-human being. So, when you use a pen and like the pen is not working, okay, I'm gonna throw it away and I'm gonna buy another one. But for the people, I just cannot hit you. I just cannot hurt you physically or emotionally. I don't do that and I cannot do that. It comes down to the human emotions. How about looking at the earth as if as were a person in a relationship with every single one of them? How about putting some emotions in the perspective that we see the earth as my grandmothers? So I did that, and I think it's wonderful to see all this is the life. Yes, how about calling the earth Mother Earth with all the respect that we have none? So have you ever feel like it is so wonderful and beautiful to look at the earth that way? To see the earth is actually a human being, and whenever you work on the earth, on the land, you are actually kissing the skin. You can imagine like the land is her skin, the oceans in her blood, the rocks in her bone. And we the children are the children of her and see how so dearly. And I feel like whenever we walk onto the earth, we feel like, oh, we are kissing her skin. So whenever we go inside the forest, we go freely the trees and we always have the sense of discovery and the inner peace deep inside us, and this is the region her heart, like she's hugging us and embrace dearly, and her heart is so really big and we are small, so that is why we feel so protected. When the night falls in and you will see that the earth is slowly going to sleep, which makes sleep and children do the same. We go to sleep when the sun rises. You can see that the strength, the living creature, including us, and the sun blaze on your skin is just feel like the morning skin from the Mother Earth. It's obvious that we are humans, a part of nature. We are not a part from nature. This is magical connection of Earth. We human beings and Earth, we are interconnected and we are the one in great unity, and we have to say thank you to Grandma if you're watching this video. And unfortunately, when we see the earth as just an environment, we don't see the earth that way with a lot of emotions. We are becoming more unconscious of our behaviors about thinking. Yes, a mother about the modern is someone who gave it life, and mother is someone who nurtures, raises the earth, and just like the mother, her mother is also gave us, nurtures, and providing us a lot of things we need to survive, answering all of this so that we can develop and live happily. And when we can see, sometimes we feel like we are the children, needy and greedy sometimes. We are becoming more unconscious about behaviors, about the thinking. We employ her, we damage her, and make her compromise for her beauty and for her health. What's he doing there? Say, she just there, the Mother Earth is just there, and look back and looking more deeply, we can think how powerful she is when she has so much endurance, energy, tolerance to accept and strength of all the damage that we have made to her, even though it took her hundreds of millions of years, so many years. And this is my favorite quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. Work like if you are kissing your feet. It's obvious that we are human beings and no one wants to hurt our mother. And when we see that we don't hurt the earth either, how the answer is how can we do that? And before you do that, I'm next to you, like I hit you, I would like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna do that again. The next time, it kind of like to the earth. Let's see about being more conscious of your carbon footprint. So reuse, resize, this is first of all, and everything like make sure that you cut down a little bit on what you throw away, and even some this use usable shopping bar. Buy less plastic, a very small little step like that you can come closer to the nature, appreciate how beautiful the earth is, or you can also educate yourself, educate others, and I have been so thankful to those friends who have texted me through Instagram, and it reminds me of how dangerous it is to use plastic while I drink coffee. And if you are watching this video, I thank you so much from my heart. Small things that can add up different things, and this is the question we ever had dear? Yes. Have you ever had your mother? Yes. But are we perfect? I think we don't need perfection. We are not perfect. What we need is millions of people to do this together in an imperfect way because those small things can add up to a different in the future. And at the end of the day, I'm the earth. You are the earth, and we are earth. No self separation, and we are in one race, unity. And each step we work on this earth mindfully brings us gratitude to life. So, Mother Earth, thank you so much for this life. Thank you so much for giving life to me and on the humanity. You are the mother of humanity, mother of life, and we feel so sorry, we feel so thankful at the same time, and we know that you are in this fight together because you know that you are so worth fighting. Thank you.